Hi and welcome back to Larand Gaming, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Larand, and today we're gonna cover a different topic. One of the questions that I get a lot is how can you keep playing the same game over and over again? Doesn't it get repetitive? Well, the thing is that when you are playing games, and it doesn't matter what game you are playing, it can be Roblox games, it can be any other games as well. Make sure that you play together with friends, because time will go so much faster and you will not really think about it when you play the games. So that's a great tip. And also another thing that is very important, don't play when you are hungry. Okay, so we need to get something to eat. So, what are we gonna do? Well, let me tell you, we gonna make some, pizza. Yes, we need to have a good pizza when we go out fishing. So I will just show you how I make my favorite pizza. And yeah, let's get started. Oh yeah, and this is the weather outside. Not really that nice, but yeah, I'm waiting for spring, but it's gonna take a little while, I guess. So let's see, first we'll do this. It's gonna be tricky to do with one hand, but I think we're gonna do just fine. Perfect. Alright, so what do we need to do first? Well, we need to add water, so I have prepared a little bit, of course. We have 2¼ cups of water. I'm gonna pour it into the bowl, like this. Perfect. And then we're gonna add 7 grams of instant yeast. We're gonna do like this. And last we're gonna add 1½ tablespoon of milk powder, like this. And then we're gonna whisk it around until everything dissolves. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Perfect. And then we have 4½ cups of all-purpose bread flour. We mix in 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt, and then we just gently mix this around a little bit. Let's see, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to do with just one hand, but I think we can do it. Okay, next step is to mix all this dry powder together with this wet part. So we're gonna pour it into the bowl gently, so we don't get anything on the table. And we're gonna mount it to the machine. In this case it's a KitchenAid. We're gonna lower it. Perfect, so it's in a locked position, and you start it in the lowest speed, and just to make it like a rough dough first. And now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil, one at a time, while this is running. I'm gonna see if we can do that with the camera. And now we're gonna let this run for 10 minutes. And while we are making the dough in the machine, we're gonna prepare 4 bowls, because this dough equals 4 pizzas. So we're gonna have 4 bowls where we're gonna let the dough rest in the refrigerator for between 4 to 12 hours. We're gonna add some more oil into these bowls, because otherwise the dough might get stuck. No precise science behind the amount. And the weather is getting worse. Fantastic. We can also prepare the table, because once the dough is ready, we're gonna put it on the table. So we're gonna add some red flour on the table, sprinkle out some flour here, just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, so 10 minutes is up, and we need to turn this one off. This is what the dough looks like right now. You see, it's super sticky, just as it should be. All right. So here we have it, super sticky, as you can see. We're gonna move this one to the table, and I need to put the camera away, obviously. I should get a tripod or something. Here we have it on the table. Now we need to separate this into 4 equal lumps of dough. It's gonna be very, very sticky, but I'm not gonna work that much with the dough itself. I'm just gonna focus on making the split into 4 pieces. Yes, and here we have it, 4 roughly the same sizes of dough. And also keep in mind, if you do something with dough, wash your hands, remove any jewelry if you have something on you. And now we're just gonna move these into the bowls. And here we have it, 4 doughs in 4 bowls, and we're gonna put them in the freezer. No, we're gonna refrigerate them, sorry. We're gonna refrigerate them for 4 hours. You can do it up to maybe like a day or something, but we're gonna get back to these in 4 hours, that's the plan, and then we're gonna make and finalize the pizzas. Oh yes. And while that is in the refrigerator, we can clean up this mess, because we got plenty of time to do that. Yes, and while we are waiting, we're gonna make the tomato sauce. So this is gonna be well enough for, over 10 pizzas, but it's good to have in the refrigerator. So we're gonna make it, and we're gonna need some passed tomatoes, like this. This is 500 grams, so we're gonna pour that into this bowl. And then we need 300 grams of tomato paste. And I'm empty the entire tube. Very hard to do with just one hand. Then you add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of marjoram. And finally 1 teaspoon of salt. Yeah, get in there. Perfect. And then we need to mix everything together. And there you go, the tomato sauce for the pizza is ready. This one is well enough for 10 pizzas, so this one will last for a while. And perfect to store in the refrigerator. Yes, and 4 hours has passed, and this is what the dough looks like now. As you can see, much bigger than before. But before we're gonna start to make the actual pizza, we're gonna need to start the oven. So while we do this, let's see. So it's gonna be 260 degrees Celsius, roughly. And the heating elements top and bottom. And while it's heating up, we're gonna make the pizza. So first step, put oil in the pan. Something like that will do just fine. Second step, add the dough into the pan. So we're gonna see, as we can see, it's not sticking to the glass, which is perfect, just as it should be, really good. But I need 2 hands to do this, so I'm gonna put the phone away. And here we have the dough in the pan. Perfect. So it's a lot of air in it, so we're gonna gently press this dough until it becomes flatter. And we're gonna work our way around until we get, well, it's not gonna get too close to the edge. So it's gonna be a little bit of space, not much dough. Starting to look really good. Yeah, I think we have it. Yeah, we have the shape. This looks perfect. And as always, wash your hands before you work with the dough and remove any jewelry, like I said before. Okay, so we have a perfect shape of the pizza. Now we're gonna add the tomato sauce. So here we have tomato sauce. And also, as you can see around the border, you can see some of the oil, and that is perfect for the crust. So that's exactly what I want. And I'm gonna work the tomato sauce as close as possible, but not too far out, so it gets over the edge. Usually I use 2 hands when I do this and rotate the pan at the same time. Makes it easier to make circular motions, but I think we will do just fine. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then we're gonna add mozzarella cheese. So 500 grams is good for like 4 pizzas. So roughly 120-125 grams of cheese on today's pizza. And what I do when I apply the cheese is that I want it to overlap the tomato sauce slightly, just to bond everything together. I like it that way best. So there we have the basic foundation of the pizza, and now we're just gonna add the toppings. So here is the topping. We have pepper, we have red onion, and we have pepperoni salami sausage. Very nice. Alright, so let's get started. Yes, and here we go. The topping is ready, just to apply it on the pizza. Red onion, peppers, and lastly we have the pepperoni salami. It's fully covered right now, but they will start to shrink a little bit during the time in the oven. So that's basically it. Now it's time to put it in the oven. But you might wonder, of course, I think you saw the pineapple can just before I started this. And yeah, I do have a pineapple can right here actually. And we're gonna open it up for sure, because we are, after all, working with the topping right now. So we're gonna open it up, remove all the fluid. We need to go to the sink. So let's see, pop this open. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna remove all that, just so we have all the pineapple left here. Let's see if we can open it entirely. Yes, and here we have it. Pineapples. You could have also, of course, go and buy fresh pineapple, but I normally don't do that because it's not really my thing. Yeah, this is... Oh, maybe we need to... we can remove a little bit more. Like that. And the reason why I pour all the fluids away is because, you know, when you throw it away like this, you don't want to have that much fluid left, because it will make the paper bag moist. So this can we will save for later. So we're just gonna put this one away. And now we're gonna put it on the lower shelf here in the oven, like this. It's gonna be here for 11 minutes in total. Gonna close it, but we're gonna set the timer for 10 minutes first. And now is the time when I'm gonna use this pineapple can, because this is gonna be a perfect stand for my mobile phone while it's gonna be recording. So I'm gonna put it on a chair, see something happening in the oven, maybe move it a little bit closer. That's too close. All right, see you in 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes is up, and we're gonna add 1 more minute, or roughly 30 to 60 seconds, with hot air. Starting the fan in the oven basically, turning off the heater element in the top, and just to get that perfect nice finish. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit closer. Thank you, pineapple can. Good job. So this is what it looks like right now. Looks really, really good. It's really, really warm also when I'm that close to the oven. But you know what? I think we're actually done. I think it's perfect. We're gonna take it out from the oven. All right. And here we have it. It's really, really warm right now. We're gonna add some pizza spices on top of it. And here we go. That's how you make my own pizza. Okay, so let's lift it over to a plate. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. Looks really, really good. Smells fantastic. I wish you could smell it, because wow, really, really nice. And yes, it's finished. Let's get back to Fishing Simulator. Yes, this is lovely. This is, by the way, where I record Larand Gaming. So it looks like this. I have the microphone up here. And yeah, now I'm gonna survive the entire night just because of this pizza. And yeah, let's get back to the game. And here we are again. Let's move the keyboard and voila, pizza. Now we are ready. See, oh, it's very warm. Perfect. Yeah, looks good. Well, that was all I had for you today. If you do have any questions and comments about this, please put them below. Like this video. If you would like to see more content from Fishing Simulator, please subscribe, and yes, have a nice day. Bye everyone.